Have you ever felt unexplained fatigue, dizziness, or a racing heartbeat? What if these seemingly ordinary symptoms were your body's cry for help? Low oxygen levels in your blood, a condition we call hypoxemia, can quietly disrupt your health. But what we're talking about today are those sneaky, subtle signs that can creep up on you. These signs, my friends, are your body's early warning system, trying to tell you something's off. So, stick around because in this video, we'll uncover 12 surprising ways your body signals oxygen deprivation. By the end, you'll know how to spot the signs, understand what's going on inside your body, and most importantly, learn how to protect yourself. Let's dive in. Let's talk about your heart for a second. It's an incredible organ, working tirelessly day in and day out to pump oxygen-rich blood throughout your body. But when oxygen levels drop, your heart goes into overdrive. Like a firefighter rushing to put out a fire, it starts pumping faster, trying to compensate for the lack of oxygen by delivering blood more rapidly to your vital organs. This rapid heartbeat, medically known as tachycardia, might feel like your heart is racing or pounding even when you're just relaxing on the couch. So if you notice your heart constantly doing the hustle, don't ignore it. It's your body's way of saying, hey, we need more oxygen here. It's time to pay attention and figure out what's going on. Now, this next sign is a bit more visible and alarming. We're talking about cyanosis, where your skin, especially around the lips, fingertips, or nail beds, turns bluish or grayish. This happens when oxygen levels drop, making hemoglobin deoxygenated. If you notice this, seek medical attention immediately. We've all experienced headaches. But did you know that frequent or severe headaches, especially those that seem to linger, can be a sign of low oxygen levels? Our brains are oxygen-hungry organs, demanding a constant and steady supply to function properly. When oxygen levels drop even slightly, your brain is one of the first organs to feel the effects. Blood vessels in your brain start to expand, aiming to increase blood flow and therefore oxygen to the brain cells that desperately need it. This expansion creates pressure changes within your skull, triggering those throbbing headaches. So, if you're experiencing headaches that seem to come out of nowhere, are particularly intense, or just won't quit, it could be your brain sending you an SOS signal that it's not getting enough oxygen. Ever felt that woozy, lightheaded sensation like the room is spinning, or you're about to faint? It can be directly linked to low oxygen levels. Our brain needs a constant and uninterrupted supply of oxygen-rich blood to maintain balance, coordination, and focus. Even a slight dip in oxygen levels can throw your brain off balance, literally. When oxygen levels drop, it's like cutting off the power supply to that computer. It starts to malfunction, causing those dizzy spells and feelings of lightheadedness. Now, getting up too quickly from a seated or lying position can also cause a temporary drop in blood pressure, leading to dizziness. But if you're experiencing frequent or unexplained dizziness, especially when accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath or chest pain, it's essential to get checked out. Sweating is natural, right? It's our body's way of cooling down when we're hot, exercising, or feeling a little anxious. But what if you're breaking out in a sweat without any of those usual triggers? That could be your body sounding the alarm about low oxygen levels. When your body senses danger, and yes, low oxygen is perceived as a serious threat, it activates its fight or flight response. This response releases a surge of adrenaline, a hormone that prepares your body to either fight the danger or flee to safety. So if you're experiencing excessive sweating, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms like a rapid heartbeat or shortness of breath, it could be your body's way of saying, we're in trouble here, we need more oxygen. We've all had those moments where we forget where we put our keys or walk into a room and can't remember why. Persistent confusion or memory lapses might mean your brain isn't getting enough oxygen. When oxygen levels drop, your brain's performance suffers. Imagine your brain as a vast library. With optimal oxygen, the librarian navigates easily. Low oxygen dims the library lights. The librarian stumbles, leading to confusion and forgetfulness. Your brain might be signaling it needs more oxygen. Ever experienced that strange pins and needles sensation in your hands or feet? Or maybe a feeling of numbness, like you've slept on your arm wrong. These sensations can be harmless and temporary, but they can also signal low oxygen levels. Our nerves need oxygen-rich blood to function properly. Low oxygen makes nerves send distress signals like tingling or numbness. Imagine a garden hose supplying water to flowers. Water is oxygen-rich blood, and flowers are your nerves. Low water pressure makes flowers wilt, just like low oxygen affects nerves. If you feel persistent tingling or numbness, check your oxygen levels. We've all experienced nausea or vomiting at some point. These sensations can be triggered by low oxygen levels. Our digestive system needs oxygen to function properly. Low oxygen can cause nausea, vomiting, or abdominal pain. It disrupts digestive muscles, causing food and gas buildup. The brain's vomiting center is sensitive to oxygen changes. Low oxygen can activate this center, causing vomiting urges. Persistent nausea with shortness of breath or rapid heartbeat could signal low oxygen levels. Breathing is something we often take for granted, but when oxygen levels drop, our breathing patterns can change dramatically. One of the most common signs of low oxygen levels is rapid breathing, medically known as tachypnea. It's your body's natural response to try and compensate for the lack of oxygen by taking in more air. Imagine your lungs are like bellows, pumping air in and out. When oxygen levels are normal, the bellows work at a steady pace. But when those levels drop, it's like someone hit the fast-forward button on the bellows. They start pumping rapidly, trying to compensate for the oxygen deficit. So if you notice yourself breathing rapidly, especially at rest, or with minimal exertion, it could be your body's way of telling you that it's struggling to get enough oxygen. We all experience fatigue from time to time. But if you're experiencing persistent fatigue, that overwhelming tiredness that doesn't seem to go away, even after a good night's sleep, it could be a sign of low oxygen levels. Our cells need a constant supply of oxygen to produce energy. When oxygen levels drop, our cells struggle to produce energy efficiently. This leads to a buildup of lactic acid, contributing to that feeling of muscle fatigue and weakness. Imagine your body is a bustling city, and your cells are the hard-working citizens. Oxygen is like the electricity that powers the city. When the power supply drops, the city's functions slow down. Similarly, when your body is starved of oxygen, your cells can't function at their best. You feel tired, sluggish, and lack the energy to perform even simple tasks. Our eyes are sensitive to changes in oxygen levels. The retina has one of the highest metabolic demands in our body. When oxygen levels drop, visual disturbances like blurred vision and seeing spots occur. Imagine your eyes as delicate cameras capturing the world. Low oxygen is like overexposing film, causing blurry or distorted pictures. The optic nerve is also sensitive to oxygen deprivation. Sudden changes in vision could indicate serious conditions, including low oxygen levels. This final sign might seem counterintuitive. You might think that low oxygen levels would make you feel anxious or panicked. But in some cases, it can actually trigger a sense of euphoria or calmness, a deceptive sense of well-being that masks the seriousness of the situation. When oxygen levels in the brain drop significantly, it triggers the release of endorphins, our body's natural painkillers and mood elevators. These endorphins can create a feeling of euphoria or calmness, even in the face of danger. However, this false sense of security can be dangerous, as it might prevent you from seeking timely medical attention. So, if you're experiencing any of the symptoms we've discussed today, especially if they are accompanied by a sudden sense of euphoria or calmness, it's crucial to seek immediate medical attention. Your body relies on oxygen to function, and recognizing these 12 warning signs can help you protect your health. If you notice multiple symptoms, especially if they come on suddenly or are severe, consult a healthcare provider immediately. Remember, early detection is crucial when it comes to health. The sooner you identify and address any potential issues, the better your chances of a positive outcome. Stay informed, stay healthy, and don't forget to subscribe for more valuable health insights. Hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and share it with your loved ones. Let's spread awareness about the importance of oxygen and empower each other to prioritize our health.